According to WHO, the number of alcohol-related liver problems has increased. I mean, the deaths that arise from people that die from alcohol-related liver problems has increased by about 65% in countries like US. Countries like Canada and UK have also recorded a higher amount. I mean, I can only imagine what happens in countries that do not have correct facts. Imagine a country having as much as 65% increase in deaths coming from alcohol-related liver diseases in the last 10 years. And the age group that these deaths occur in are age groups of 25 to 34. I mean, that's like the most productive part of the population. And what is the cause? The major cause, is social influence and many other things. In 2019 and 2021, over the COVID pandemic, there was a sharp increase, and if you agree with me, people felt so isolated, the stress that comes with it, and it really increased the availability of alcohol at that point, and people took a lot. Today, we're going to dive into the world of how alcohol messes up the liver. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the effect of alcohol on the liver, and we're going to start by breaking down what really the liver is. Let's talk about what work the liver does for the body. And I'm proud to tell you that the liver is the powerhouse organ of the body. It's responsible for over 500 essential functions. The liver does a lot of detoxifying, does a lot of production of bile for digestion's sake. Liver regulates blood sugar. And then when alcohol enters the system, the liver is the one that takes the brunt of it. I mean, when people take different things, people take some level of herbal concoction, mix with alcohol, beer, vodka, name it, whiskey, people take a lot of alcohol. The liver is the first organ that the thing hits, and then, it starts working to detoxify it. Because anything you take, any food you take, no matter the food you take, once you take alcohol, the liver neglects that and then starts detoxifying the alcohol. And it breaks it down into substances that are also very, very poisonous, and those substances has to be excreted in the body. And when these poisonous substances now accumulate, then they start to endanger the liver itself. They start to cause some problems for the liver. And you can imagine people who take alcohol for years, they often do not go far from dying from alcohol-related problems. There's an adage back then in medical school we used to say that if you take one bottle of beer every day for 30 years, that person will definitely almost get to have liver cirrhosis or liver cancer, as the case may be. And there are some other things that can make someone have liver cancer, like hepatitis, like viral hepatitis affecting the liver. That's on its own, But now look at this scenario of somebody who doesn't really know if he or she has hepatitis B, because he or she probably has not checked. And if you agree with me, the prevalence of hepatitis B, now, is also getting on the increase. That's a video for another day, But now imagine somebody who doesn't know, now taking a lot of alcohol. Double wahala. That's like double problem for the liver. So it's important to talk about that, but we'll talk about that at a later video. But today, I want us to also look at the different stages of problems that can come to the liver. Different stages. I like to put it at mild, moderate, severe, because even these stages, as they still have their own stages in between. Yeah. So the first stage of the first thing that happens to the liver when damage is coming is what we call fatty liver. I know I've seen so many patients in the past with fatty liver, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. But fatty liver just goes to show that the liver is trying to protect itself from damage because of recurrent injuries that has come to it. By the time you take alcohol over and over and over, and the liver is starting to react by using some fat to cover itself, then there's a problem. But the good thing is fatty liver stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3 can still be reversible once you stop alcohol. I remember I had a friend who was also my patient, who takes a lot of alcohol. He loves to take alcohol until he started complaining of abdominal pain, and I said, you know what, let's do a scan. We did a scan, and then that's about 3 years ago, and then we saw that he had fatty liver, stage 2 fatty liver. And then I spoke to him. He's like, guy, come, you know what, you need to stop this alcohol, and let's take it to the next level of care, And then after about 2 years, we repeated the scan, and yeah, it was much better. It was much better. Another thing that can progress from that level to another level is alcohol hepatitis. Hepatitis is an inflammation of the liver. So when the fatty liver part becomes a proper inflammation on the liver, then that's what we call alcohol hepatitis. At this stage, this person is already having some severe symptoms. Some people have jaundice, that's yellowness of the eyes. Some of them have nausea, vomiting, and some of them have abdominal pain. At this stage, there could still be some reversibility of the symptoms once the person stops, because the liver is a very rugged organ. The liver will regenerate and regenerate. Even when there's a lot of scar on the liver, it still tries to regenerate and try to overcome the injury that it's having. But then when it leaves this alcohol hepatitis and moves to the next level, then that's what we call fibrosis or liver cirrhosis. Liver cirrhosis, is like when there are so many scars on the liver. When you have an injury and the injury heals, there's a scar. So same thing happens to the liver. When there's an injury on the liver, the injury will heal, but there will be a scar. So when there's so much scar tissue surrounding the liver, then when the healthy part of the liver is no more plenty, like the percentage of the healthy ones is now very much less than the percentage of the unhealthy ones, then the liver starts to misfunction, liver starts to fail, and then the inevitable, the person can now develop some level of liver cancer from there, and also inevitably by it's not usually palatable. I mean, we see a lot of this. I mean, that's the essence of making this video, because we've seen so much of this. We've seen so much of this. So how can you protect the liver? I think that's the next thing now. Let's know how to protect the liver. It's important to know that moderation is key. I often say, if I say don't drink, I know people will not hear. Alcohol sellers don't want me saying that people should not drink, but then if I have my way, I'll say don't drink. I've stopped drinking. If I have my way, I say don't drink. So first thing, moderation. Moderation, is key to anything, even to the food you eat, even to the alcohol you take. Moderation. There's a quantity to it, but I'm not going to say that quantity so that you guys will not come and attack me. No, there's a quantity, but I'm not going to say it. There's this popular thing that people say that 1 glass of alcohol is good for or 1 glass of red wine or so is good for the heart. My brother, my sister, no level of alcohol is good for the heart. I often say when I go for presentations and people ask me that, oh doctor, they said that 1 glass of alcohol is good for the for the heart. I ask them, what's the quantity of your 1 glass? Tell me the quantity of that 1 glass. Is it a 1 liter glass? Is it a 1 cl glass? What's the quantity? And I often say, if you tell me about the quantity, that the quantity is so and so amount, I say the truth is, if you take this amount today, tomorrow you'll be compelled to take higher, and then it gets worse. So it's important to put moderacy, into consideration first. Another thing is to do regular checkups. For you that that you take alcohol, you should go for checkup. You should go for checkup, because I remember being in a group of friends who regularly take alcohol, and there was a time one of them got sick. I'm like, what, guy, you should do a liver function. I mean, you take a lot of alcohol, you should do a liver function. And then we did a liver function for him, found out that one of his liver enzymes was markedly raised. We did a scan, I found out that it was fatty liver stage 3, and I sat him down. I sat him down and I told him, guy, you know what, you are about to die, because this is what is happening, and it is because you take alcohol. And he felt bad, and he gradually tried to stop alcohol over time, and then it sparked a level of awareness among that group of friends for them to, all of them to do that liver check. And they did scans, they did full blood count, and they were able to sieve out people who still had pretty much fair lifestyle, people who had even worse lifestyle than him, even some who were diabetic and never knew, were able to pick it out in that setting, and it really strikes me, Also, healthy lifestyle, we can't overemphasize this. Exercise, balanced diet, stop taking herbal concoction. I know some of you will come and meet me in the comment section. I'm waiting for you about this herbal concoction. People, there's this madness of overuse of and over dependence on herbal the concoction. People love herbal concoction so much. People trust it unnecessarily so much, and there's this madness raging out there. I know you are listening to me. I'm waiting for you in the comment section. Come and meet me. And also, it's important to seek help. For people who know how bad the alcohol problem is and are willing to change. Some of them, they don't know how to go about it. Don't feel shy. You should look for help when you can get it, because it's something called alcohol withdrawal syndrome too. You don't have to stop abruptly, or else you have the withdrawal syndrome. Then you can have to now go back to it and become more worse than it was ever. It's important you seek for help. It's important to seek for help when you know that you are getting to that point. And then when you know that you've done a test and you are sick, don't be shy, don't be afraid to go back to the hospital. Yeah, don't be afraid to go back to the hospital. Remember, the liver is resilient. The liver no dey gree, but it has limits. If you push it too much, it has limits. It's important in the wake of these statistics that you try and cut down level of alcohol consumption. It will do a whole lot of help in your overall health. Thank you for watching, and I'm sure you find this video very helpful. Make sure you share it with people. I know there's that one person you are thinking about when you see this video. I know there's that one person. Send it to that person. Let the person learn, and also spread the word out there. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye for now.